state, cocinando in his
Gentlemen, buoyancy and density is all you need to explain what we see as gravity. Things are either heavier than the medium they're in or buoyant in the medium. So a football will drop now to the floor, it won't go into the swimming pool unless I force it down. And once I force it under the water, it's doing everything it can to get back to neutral buoyancy. That's what happens in reality. Gravity can't hold a helium balloon down, but we're told it's going to hold the atmosphere in at 100 miles or 100 kilometers of Garmin line. This cannot be proven. Thermodynamics demands that you have to contain gas in order to have pressure. That's why our deodorant and Cala gas and all these things must be in a container. You can't carry gas around without a container. So we say we must be in a container, not on the outside of the container. And nature proves that it always puts the fruit inside the skin. Yes.
Okay, can you turn it off, please?
I'll film somewhere else. Do you want to talk to me?
I don't want to be polite to ask someone to, if you're going to start videoing them and...
Oh no, I do this on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want to be on YouTube. I'm not on any social media at all.
You don't like the...
No, I don't agree with it. So
what, social media?
No, I don't agree with social media and I don't agree with videoing people. I keep moving away from the camera.
That's alright, I don't need to film you, mate, but I can film in public. You know that.
Yeah, and I'm asking you to turn it off. When should we ask to turn it off? You have to turn it off.
I don't have to turn it off. We're in a public place. You can walk on.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Yes, ma'am.
So really, interesting.
Yeah?
How is that?
Well, put it like this. I mean, I can't tell you exactly how the Earth works, but I can tell you for sure that we can't walk underneath a ball. And water, provably, will always find itself level. It's never going to cling to the outside of a shape. Now, the theory of gravity is only a theory. And it simply says that this is going to fall to the ground, and now because this fell to the ground, water is going to cling to the underside of Australia and run up the Nile, up the side of a ball. This is not how it works in reality. We have one sea level across the Earth, and then all the topographical maps are given a height above that one sea level. There are tidal variations, but that doesn't make it a ball.
What about, did you ever think perhaps you're wrong?
I was wrong about the globe. I believed in the globe for 47 years. So it's what other people can't accept is that they might be wrong, ma'am. You see, we were all indoctrinated with this idea that we're spinning, and yet your senses tell you you're not moving. We're given all these excuses as to why.
I rather to stay with what I know, which is I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what we can do is we can do experiments. Like if I say to you, boiling water is hot, and you said, nah. I said, well, why don't you try it? You put your hand in there and you'll find that it's
Okay,
going to
so
hurt.
what's your evidence?
My evidence is that water can be proven to be level. The Suez Canal is 120 kilometers long, provably level.
Slowly, just simple. What's your theory simple? Don't use too many words because you lose me.
Okay, ma'am.
I mean, it looks to me like the moon is round, the sun is round.
Yes. Agree. Agree.
It looks to me like when we look from space, the world is very round.
Okay. So you want to hear what are my evidence rather than tell me what everybody else tells me? Because everybody else says exactly the same thing. And if the sun and moon is round, then the Earth must be round. Well, round doesn't describe a sphere. Round describes a shape. Yeah. So actually, the sun and moon being round has no bearing on the Earth. It's like saying a football is round, therefore the football pitch must be round. So water. So I already mentioned that you can't tell that you're spinning. And I should add that there's no experiment that proves that we're spinning. The Earth is spinning. That's one. And not only are we spinning 1,000 miles an hour. But we have no winds to prove that. So that's the one thing. And the other thing is that water is level, ma'am. You know that if you had a barge, do you know what a barge?
What's a barge?
It's like a riverboat. Yeah? Like the Panama Canal. When they come down the mountains in the Panama Canal, they go along a straight body of water, and then they drop down in a lock, and then they go along a straight body of water. And that's the only way you can get a boat to go downhill without crashing, is that it has to be lowered down, and then it goes along a flat body of water. So water from here to, we can see with powerful cameras, we can see 50 miles away. We can see silhouettes of buildings and high-rises over water for 50 miles at sunset. And if that was curving, like they say, the water was curving, that should hide some or all of the buildings. A good example is the White Cliffs of Dover. White Cliffs of Dover can be seen from France, all of the White Cliffs of Dover on a clear day. They're 300 feet tall, and the amount of curvature over 20 miles, according to the globe, is more than 300 feet.
Actually, there's a lot of words. I think you lost me a bit, but I wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.